Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and thanks for clicking on the video. Another one with slightly different content today. I seem to be going on from modifying tents and motorcycles onto cars at the minute. So just to talk about the seat in this GLC. Oh my god, I was just twitching all over the place driving this thing back from Germany. And I even went out in the passenger seat last week and let the wife drive, and that was just as bad. And to be honest with you, I'm kind of thinking that perhaps all of the new line of seats are like this, as I had an E-Class on hire last year and that was very similar. I just could not get comfortable in the seat. Now the problem is, if you've got one of the seats with the lumbar adjustment, you've got in the back here 4 what feels like golf balls punching a hole through your lower spine, which I tried one of those on a hire car once and could not get that comfortable. This is the seat which hasn't got that. When I tested the car for half an hour, I didn't think it was too bad, but once I'm in it for like 45 minutes, my lower back just starts to kill. And the problem is, which I'll show you, the seat is quite flat on the back, but when you get from this sort of 3/4 down section to the bottom, there is absolutely no lumbar support whatsoever. I mean, when you'll see in a second when we get the back off the seat, that just basically, it just kind of collapses. So I've got to put a new seat back on this anyway, as the dealer managed to damage the seat when it was there in storage, and they've kindly offered to reimburse me for a new seat back, which I've ordered. So today I thought, well, let's have a look at this and see if we can do anything. So there's a very good video on MB Owners, I believe it is, which actually shows you how to get the seat back off. So basically what you do is you just unclip the fabric at the bottom there. It's got little plastic clips on it, and you actually need a special Mercedes tool to do this, which basically looks like a screwdriver with a 90 degrees chisel end on it. I was in my toolbox and I saw this, which is actually the hook I use for cleaning out my boiler, and I thought to myself, well, I wonder if that'll do it. It's kind of does the same action. Anyway, watched the video again, popped it in, tried it, ding dang do, the clips came undone. So I'll show you when I get the seat back off where the clips are, but they're basically at the top here. But let me show you that in a second. So to get the seat back off, you basically pop the bottom and pull the seat back down, which is probably just going to fall off now anyway, as it's already undone. There we go. That's the seat back off. Incidentally, apparently they're all the same for GLC and C-Class models. So I'll show you the back of the seat now. So let's just put this in an orientation that can be understood. So that there is where we have to go in to release those clips. So the only thing you really need to look at is what is the orientation of the clip. And you can probably see that way pushes it down, and the other way pushes it back up. So I just got my hook in there, and I kind of just went like that, and both clips popped off. So it was as easy as that, to be honest. I mean, looking at it that way, it looks like that goes up like that, and you have to get your hook in to push the clip up to release it. So it's obviously the same at both sides. Now when you get the seat back off, you do have to sort of bend it a little bit to get it past the corners here, but it comes off no bother. And you'll probably see there's not any clips there. There's just 2 clips on the top of it there, which just basically pull down, and that's the seat back off. So I'll show you now what the problem was with the seat. So if you look at this bottom area, this is obviously the metal support in the back of the seat, and at the bottom here, there's just no support at the bottom. I mean, literally, when I was pressing there, you can see how much it flexes. So that where my hand is there now, that's about 6 inches up from the seat base where I'm pressing. There's just basically a big void in there where when you sit on the seat, there's no support and it just collapses. So what I've done is I've experimented with numerous things. First, I tried to put a pad in between the frame and the seat back, but I felt that was really just forcing the seat back forward and the metal frame back, so that wasn't really a solution. There's some little metal lugs either side here. If you wanted to, you could probably get a bar and put it across there. I didn't have one handy, so I've used what I've got here at the house. So I had some of this. This is like a high density foam. So what I've done is, I'll show you. I've basically just cut a square of this, which is like about 10 inches long, 20 centimeters long, that sort of size. And just basically push that right down there to the bottom. And what you've got to do is, because it's quite a tight gap anyway, you need to get your fingers down there and make sure the foam is flat on that side and it's tucked right down to the bottom of that space. So I've just tried the seat. It feels a million times better than what it did before. I'll be testing the car tomorrow, but I've got 100% confidence that this little seat modification will fix my lower back problems driving this car. So there you go. You might want to look at this yourselves. Obviously, there's lots of different things you could do in this seat back, or use a different foam or however you want to adjust it. But once you've got the back off the seat, then there's lots of possibilities you can use to modify that lumbar area. Well, hope you've enjoyed watching the video. Don't forget, if you like the channel, click and subscribe. Take care.